The more I watch Sadhguru, the more I'm intrigued by this dude. He is a video. It is called Sadhguru and Ip Man Kill the Violence in You. Let's take a look at this.
See, there are many ways in which people come to violence. One thing is, there is only one phone, but both of us want it. We may fight on this. You look different, I look different, so we simply fight, not knowing why we fight. You may be black, brown, blue, yellow, something. I may be something else. So just because you look different, we fight. Not knowing why we fight. Just that you look different, so we fight. Because somewhere inside it's been instilled in us that this is an old tribal mentality where somebody who doesn't look like you must be your enemy, must be a threat. So we kill for this. Another thing is, people have a higher cause. First thing, both of us want the same telephone. We can arrive at a deal. You use it for 5 minutes, I'll use it for 5 minutes. You use it this day, I will use it the other day. Some arrangement we can make. If the fight is about things that are around us, we will fight for some time, then we'll come to our senses. It's not worth continuing, let's make a deal. If the fight is ethnic, that you look different, I look different, it can continue for a long time, but somewhere we'll come to some kind of settlement. But if you're fighting for a higher cause, for which you're willing to die, now very difficult to stop this fight, because you want to die, you don't want to live. If you want to live, then there are deals to make. But if you want to die, no deal to make. But unfortunately, you want to die, but you want me for company. That is the only problem. So we have to bring sense. This sense is gone out of us simply because we have been made to believe things that we do not know. If humanity comes to this much sense, listen to me carefully, if humanity comes to this much sense that you are willing to admit, what I know, what I do not know, I do not know. If this much sense comes, that you don't believe or disbelieve anything, what you know, what you do not know, you do not know. If this much sense comes, 90% of the fight will go. Little fight, that's okay, otherwise how do you make movies?
If you handle your body in such a way that your body is as competent as it can be in the physical world, and your inner experience is beyond this physicality of who you are, you will see fear will become equanimous. One thing is you're physically competent, which makes you physically efficient and competent to handle the physical world. One who is physically fit walks into physical situations without much fear simply because of physical competence. This must be done right from very young age. Half the children going to school, you see, they're turning like pumpkins, drinking corn syrup. So, when you become like a pumpkin as a child, then Halloween works for you, everything is fearful. If you're fit and competent and you're ready to fight the dragons, then your physical self is competent. Because of that, a whole lot of fear is taken care of. And the other dimension is, your inner experience has transcended your physicality, then there is no fear at all. Now, you have transcended violence on both levels because physical is always under threat, we need to understand this. Physical is not a permanent fixture, physical is under threat. When we say we are mortal, what it means is, physicality is under threat always, that's the nature of physicality. Physicality is not an indestructible process, physicality is a fragile process. We can make it strong, but it's still a fragile process. So if these two dimensions are handled, that physical competence of a certain caliber and an inner experience which is beyond physicality, fear is handled. If fear is handled, transcending violence naturally happens. This is what Kalari is trying to do, a discipline which brings an enormous physical competence. At the same time, there is a meditative dimension to it which is striving to bring that experience beyond physicality. It is not about fighting somebody, it is about bringing yourself to the ultimate possibility that you can bring your body and mind to, and then work on your spiritual process to transcend these two things. Transcendence is not an avoidance, this must be understood. Transcendence means you're building something as a solid footstep over which you can stand or you can use to step over, because the fear is essentially because of fragility of physicality, and because of this fear,
another great video. America is a violent place. Violent. We are a violent people. I am taken back by the video. I am speechless, which makes for a terrible reaction video. But wow, wow.